Hi, my name is Barry Crampton. Today I'm going to show you around our Land Rover Defender, then I'll take you for a ride in it, but first I'll tell you a little bit more about it. How much do I like these vehicles? Well, it's Good Friday today. I've got a long weekend off, or I did have a long weekend off, but I chose to come in and video this. I love them. It's a Defender 90 2.2 TDCi XS station wagon. It's four-wheel drive, short wheelbase, 2015 on a 64 plate, has done 49,673 miles, 2 registered owners. So it's got the piano black multi-spoke alloy wheels, shod all around with Goodyear Wranglers. The tyres are like brand new. We have these black vents with the set screws in, finish it off really nicely. This is the way cars should be built. A couple of screws to take the indicators and the side lights out, replace the bulb. Much simpler times, much easier, much cheaper to replace things. It's got audible front parking sensors on. When you hear that noise, you've gone too far and you've hit something. So a nice simple car. Honestly, I absolutely love these. I mean that you're not going to come off worse with that bumper on it. It's like a big girder, a big railway girder on the front of your car. So great. We've got the vents again in the bonnet here with the set screws all around. Looks really good. These wheel arch extensions, the big meaty tyres, they stick way out. Looks great, this vehicle. It's probably the best colour for them, although you know you see them mostly in green, I suppose. But it's just so well built. No electric door mirrors. You set them. That's it. Proper old door handles with a push-in thing, and then these again, checker plate. They serve as side steps and also kind of stone bars to get you over anything without damaging your sills. You go over a big boulder, get to the point where you've overbalanced and then come down the other side, go over it with the back wheel. Rear sliding privacy glass. Got the windows, little windows in the roof here. We've got the full-size spare on the rear here again. Your reversing sensor. You see the wheel move through the mirror. You've got something. Heavy-duty rubber lined throughout. There's also 2 fold-away back seats. When I say fold away, the big back seats, and they don't fold away too far, to be honest, but they do lift up and go to the side. I'll try and remember to photograph those because I've got all my photography gear in the back and it's full. Step on the back here. I'm not going to step on it because my feet are dirty. And again, the proper old lights, 2 screws, change the bulb, you're away, you pass your MOT, not taking all the plastic trim out inside the car, undoing special screws, pulling the whole thing off, clipping the back off the light, and that's if you can do that. These days they're LED lights, so if you've got a bulb gone, you've just got to chuck the whole lot away and shell out 400 quid for a new one. That's why I like these. These will be going when all the stuff today is in the scrap yards. Proper vehicles. I'll just take you for a ride in it. Right, the immobilizer's timed out, so I'll just open it up again and hopefully it won't, it's a proper key, hopefully it won't wake all these people Oh, the alarm didn't go off, that's good. My favourite place for photographing vehicles is also a favourite place for people camping out on bank holiday weekends. So let me just tell you the service history on this. 14th of the 3rd 2016, 7,009 miles Guy Salmon. 11th of the 4th 2017, 16,023 miles Guy Salmon. 5th of the 1st 2018, 23,041 miles Bridgeworks Cheshire. 7th of the 1st 2019, 30,765 miles Bridgeworks Cheshire. 18th of the 12th 2019, 38,920 miles Bridgeworks Cheshire. 16th of the 12th 2020 at 43,408 miles Bridgeworks Cheshire. 14th of the 12th 2021 at 49,198 miles Bridgeworks Cheshire. It's done 49,673 miles. So here we go. Nice proper handbrake. And when you're in one of these at the top of a hill, you want to make sure your handbrake's on, so you don't want one of those electronic things. There we go. Big friction plate on the clutch and big springs too. Nice positive clutch. Again, when you want to set off, you want to set off. You don't want to be rolling back. This, you know, out here in the country, this vehicle, I would suggest is life and death to some farm animals. I mean, I suppose they've got tractors, but you can't. This is the Duke of Westminster's land, and I mean, just look at it all round here. You just never do it in a tractor, would you? Tractors are all right off the road, but on the road they're not that fantastic. Defenders, they're good on the road, well, reasonable on the road, and good off-road. When I was up here the other week, there was a farmer right out, and it'd been torrential rain for days on end, probably weeks on end. And there was a farmer out in the field, right in the top, and I'm not kidding, it was like a quagmire. You'd have struggled with anything to get in there. And he's doing something in his field, and he's got his Land Rover there, his Defender. So, as I say, this has got the seats in the back. I'm assuming the seats will come out as well. They certainly fold up and fold to the side, give you a bit more room in the middle. You get a sheep in the back there. Just a handy vehicle. Nothing. It has got sat nav. I just click that. It's got sat nav. It's got Bluetooth hands-free. It's got Bluetooth audio streaming. We've got a heated front screening. Heated seats even. But I was working on a vehicle yesterday, a Land Rover Discovery, and I wanted to check the switch. It was the heated seats. I wanted to check the switch, and you know, getting the switch out, it would just have been a nightmare. This, the panels are screwed in, so you undo the screws, take it out, and you've got the wires at the back of the switch to test. That's the way cars should be made. I was doing a seat switch on a vehicle the other day, and I'm not kidding, four-wheel drive out there on the field, trying to get the side panel off the seat, and you end up destroying it. You've no idea where the screws are, or if they're screwed, or if it's just clipped, so you end up breaking it. And the panel's £130. So as I say, the vehicles, like, they should be component vehicles. not things that are stuck in it and hopefully will never come out, because we all know these days that you put a panel in a car, sooner or later that panel's going to have to come out, because there'll be something behind it that'll need fixing or you'll need to get to check. And I just, the amount of money that could be saved. Is this guy, is this the one that, no, his trailer isn't wider than his car. Right, also, these old, a proper horn, these indicators and what have you look like they're off an old Morris Marina or something. You can feel the clutch weighing in on the flywheel. Now this is probably our most viewed vehicle on Auto Trader, going off the analytics. But I've not been able to do a video. We've had other things on. This hasn't been cleaned yet, so what you see outside is an inside. I gave it a quick hoover, and honestly these days when I give something a quick hoover, it's quick. So it's got the makings. There's a couple of marks as you'd expect, but it's not the commercial. There's no VAT on it. We're asking a reasonable price. Yesterday we had a garage that deals exclusively in Defenders ring us to ask us if we'd sell it, and I don't want to sell it. I don't want to trade it. I mean, we're ideally based. Somebody around here, if you look around here, somebody must want a good one, even if you only live out here, but you want to get the kids to school in all sorts of weather, or you have to wade across a river to get your kids to school. They're a little bit noisy on the motorway, but even then, a company the other week asked me to review and test some earphones, or earbuds they call now, aren't they? And they were sports earbuds, and they were noise cancelling. Now I've got a pair of Bose Quiet Comfort headphones, which when I go on a plane out on a holiday, I listen to an audio book, and I put these headphones on. You press a switch and it cuts the engine noise out of the plane. And they were, when I bought them, 300 or 400 quid. I have had them for a good while, but these ear defenders, or these earbuds, sorry, 29 quid, and the noise cancelling. And I was actually testing them in a Defender. I did the video the same time I videoed our last Defender, and I put them on the motorway, and it did cut a lot of the noise down, because these, you know, I mean, there's not really much sound deadening in them. The solid panels on the doors and so on, but it did cut. It made it quite bearable. So if you have to go on a journey and you need to take the Defender, although the price of these Defenders these days, you know, you're not going to be short of money if you've got one of these. But if you need to go on a journey and your Range Rover's blocked in or something, then just get a pair of those 28 quid, 29 quid earbuds. Cuts the noise out, and you can listen to music, audio book, whatever you want, the radio through them. So it's got a sat nav here, but it's also got Bluetooth audio streaming and Bluetooth hands-free. Proper, this steering wheel, I had an Opel Manta when I thought I was God's gift. I was 18 and I had an Opel Manta 1600S, a Manta A, beautiful car, one of my favourite cars I've ever had. And I went on holiday with my mate. We went to Torquay, and there was a car accessory shop in Torquay, and they'd got this steering wheel in, and I really, because Opel Manta steering wheels, they were like massive, and just 2 spokes as I remember, with a horn in the middle. And this steering wheel was like this, with the metal with the holes in it, and I had to have it. And it was about £7. Whenever I go anywhere in a car, I always take tools with me. I'd got all my tools in the back, and I couldn't wait to do it. So I decided to put this steering wheel on outside the car accessory place. Well, if you've ever tried to get a steering wheel on off the splines that's been on a few years, you'll know it's very, very difficult. And what? It wouldn't come off. Long story short, it wouldn't come off. So I got my rubber mallet and I was banging on the back of the steering wheel and pulling with my other hand. And in the end, I lost my temper. And I got hold of the steering wheel and I went like that and pulled it, and it came off and hit me square in the face. So I was seeing stars. Here we go, cyclists for you. Now how can I leave them 1.5 meters, especially going into this bend that I can't see? I have to say, it's not pleasant being behind male cyclists wearing Lycra. They're pleasant enough though. Yeah, so the pain I've gone through to get a steering wheel like this, and it's standard on here. No airbag, no airbags on here. I love these cars. It looks like Land Rover and Range Rover, they've got thousands and thousands of sales in their order books, so that's great to see, and so they should. I mean, if all cars were equal, if they're all the same price, all the same engines and fuel economy and insurance costs, which Range Rover would you buy? Because you wouldn't, there's nothing else. That little track up there was very tempting. A proper 4-wheel drive here with the second shift. It explains there what you do with the shifts and what works and how fast or slow it works. I do know the heated seats work because I had them on before. I think somebody who lives not very far from here will buy this vehicle because it's, as I say, you know, mountain rescue. What do they use? Richard Hammond going up the side of that dam with a winch attached to the front of the car, just pulling him up. That guy's a loony. Gee whiz, these cyclists at the bottom there, they look like they're going to be very difficult to leave 1.5 meters too. Pheasants coming into land. Ooh. Motorbike. Give him plenty of room. I mean, in my younger days, with this, if this vehicle had come into stock, I'd be photocopying the spec sheet and posting it through everybody's door up here. That's before we had the internet, and you could just sit drinking coffee and reach everybody in the world in 5 minutes. Ooh. Pheasant. No pheasants were harmed during the making of this video, but they are dumb. Got this big front centre armrest here. There's the books inside. Just watch it going around here, because this is like certain death corner too. Sometimes there'll be something either reversing out of there when you just come out round the corner, it's not got it. Lots of people out for an early walk. I don't know which of my GoPros just switched off then, but it's not warm. I can tell you that for nothing. I am just testing this new DJI Action 2. And I think if it's any good, I might swap all my GoPros for it. Because my GoPros are getting on my nerves. That's the other thing with this, you know. You can see the corners, you see where the spare wheel is, you see the sides. all good. That's it. I'll finish the test drive there. I'll try and remember to photograph the I'll try and remember to photograph the back seats for you. As I say, I can't do it at the moment because it's absolutely full of my gear. But ideal vehicle. It's this. I'm assuming it's leather, although I'm not sure. I think it's possibly leatherette and embossed. Just nice and easy to work on, and will be going for a long time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Ta-da.